Good evening, you're listening to 5EBI FM 103.1, your multicultural radio station. The time at EBI is approaching 9 o'clock and it's almost time for the Filipino Community Program. Stay tuned to 5EBI FM for great music and very informative programs.
Welcome back. You're listening to Barkada Radio, and we are at 5EBI 103.1, and we are also live streaming at www.5ebi.com.au. And tonight, your co-host Jan here, and our normal panel will introduce themselves and a special guest tonight as well.
Hello, it's Juan Paulo. Good to hear you, see you, although I can again.
I am Sai. Magandang gabi mga kapamilya. Ito po si May.
And special guest.
And this is Shai. Good evening sa lahat.
Shai is your second time on the radio, is that right?
Yes.
Nice. Well, welcome back.
Thanks.
So tonight, we're gonna have a bit of controversial topic, and that would be divorce. So I'd like to ask Ate Sai first to make a comparison between the Philippines divorce,
Our resident legal expert.
Yeah, a divorce case to Australia.
Divorce is illegal in the Philippines.
No.
Really? Yeah, we only have
disappointing
legal separation and absolute nullity of marriage.
So if you're a married couple in the Philippines and you don't like each other, divorce is not an option for you.
No. But in 2018, I think they passed a bill for divorce. However, in March, President Duterte did not approve the bill.
Okay. What's the reasoning behind that?
Wow.
What's the politics behind that?
President Duterte said his daughter, Mayor Sara Duterte, is not happy about it. So he never approved the bill.
Ah, okay.
And that's very disappointing to hear.
So only just because his daughter doesn't approve, he also...
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh.
Wow. So whilst there is no divorce allowed, can you do what's it called? An annulment?
Annulment or legal separation.
Okay.
What's the difference, between annulment or separation?
Annulment and legal separation, they have different grounds. For annulment, these are the grounds: the absence of essential or formal requisites of marriage, the grounds enumerated in Article 35 of the Family Code of the Philippines, psychological incapacity, incestuous marriages, contrary to law or public policy, void subsequent marriages.
So that was annulment. And legal separation is basically the same but different grounds?
On different grounds. Wait, I think legal separation was separation from bed and breakfast. That's the other term.
Bed and breakfast?
What does that?
Separation from bed and breakfast is technically you're still married. However, you're separated.
Legal.
Right. You're living separately.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like separation of bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know, have you come across any stories where people have difficulties? They wanted to part ways, but they really couldn't? Is that common in the Philippines?
Yeah, because the grounds should be strong for the court to approve.
Right.
Yeah.
So the threshold's really super high.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my parents were annulled in the Philippines, and it cost them, I think that was 12 years ago, and it cost them 4 million pesos to get annulled.
Wow.
And
was that a very lengthy process?
Yeah, it was very lengthy because they had me as well, and they had to go into the court a lot and all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that this issue actually gets a bit controversial because of the religious approach that people have been taking into this, that once you're married, you're blessed by God, and that, you can't get divorced. And for me, the implications of this is that, you could have a growth in your domestic violence. And we all know that Philippines still have a high numbers of domestic violence. Yeah, so for me, this is a very saddening news that Duterte didn't sign it.
So it's still a hot topic over there. Is it still fair to say that the church still has a massive grip on politics?
I think they do. I think they still have. I mean, you got to remember that 90% of Filipinos are Catholics. And people go to church. And I think this is because if you really compare it to Australia to Philippines, the socio-economic environment is two different things. Australia has more. We have better healthcare. Filipinos tend to focus in the religion because they'll be like, I don't have money, so the only way I could kind of heal my family is through prayer. And that really, and they usually would go to the church as well for financial help, for some support, and that could sway their opinion massively.
It's like a community hub, isn't it?
Yeah,
the church.
it is.
It's more than just simply going for mass. It's kind of like the center of the neighborhood. It means everything to the neighborhood in the Philippines.
Yeah, but the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines has like legal separation of church and state. So I still don't know why it's like that. Yeah. Supposed to be separated.
I mean, if we talk about marriage itself, like same-sex marriage in the Philippines is still a massive conversation. So, and I think they still have such a long way to actually have that discussion.
Yeah, it's kind of like a very difficult conversation if it's too difficult to even talk about divorce, let alone same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's different. Is the relationship between the church and society different in the city compared to the regions, you think? Like in the provinces?
I don't think there's any difference. They're very strong. Even in Manila, you have the Quiapo place, Saint Nazareth Day. People actually go to that massive, just to touch these statues and stuff.
And Shai, which province in the Philippines is your family from?
My mother's side is from Mindoro, and my father's side is from Bicol.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And church, obviously, big deals in those provinces.
It's probably big.
What are the big
everywhere.
parades over there?
I don't remember actually going to any, sorry.
Yeah? I used to remember the Santo Nino events that would pass through. And then my favorite bit's when they threw out the candy in the little wrappers.
Oh, yeah.
And then my in the little individual wrappers. This is when my cousin and I were very little and evil, and then we would take the candy, eat it, and then put rocks inside it.
Oh no!
I don't know why we did that, but they were happy memories.
Maybe it evolved in night time because I could remember only I remember money being thrown, but not just coins and
But everything revolves around the parade, the church, and maybe that's just my area as well.
Yeah.
But life revolved around it. So it kind of.
I remember in school you have to go to church every Thursday afternoon, and everyone would go to church. No one can stay in class.
Yeah. And did that would obviously affect the value system that you have in your society. So divorce would be considered, what's the right word? It's taboo in the Philippines.
Yeah.
You can't talk about it. So if you're a couple, married couple, and you're having trouble, how you deal with it in the Philippines would be much different than here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, my mom definitely, whenever she listens to radio, these DJs would be talking about, I'm divorcing my husband and stuff like that, and she would be disgusted. And I think she has the Filipino mentality still that divorce isn't, even if you're going through a tough patch with your husband or partner,
but you just
still
have to
need to work hard for it to work it out and not end up separated.
Yeah, it's interesting how it plays out. Even when you move countries, it still kind of sticks with you, that mentality. So your parents obviously are still kind of, they grew up in that kind of way of thinking, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we've got a classic song. How do you pronounce it? Erard?
Erard?
Walang Forever.
Walang Forever.
So tell us more about this song.
I was just researching and I found it.
Well, I think the title just tells you that, you know.
It tells you.
We thought it'd be quite fitting for the topic of discussion. So, without further ado, here is Walang Forever.
Walang forever, laking game over. Ganyan ang takbo ng pag-ibig. No happy ending, no happy feelings, no happy memories. Kahit pa i-reset ang ating puso, kahit pa i-reformat ang ating feelings, talagang hindi na ma-retrieve dahil nakurap na ang files ng pagmamahal. Di akalain na virus na. Di akalain na mayroong wakas. Di akalain na wala pala forever. Walang forever, laking game over. Ganyan ang takbo ng pag-ibig. No happy ending, no happy feelings, no happy memories. Kahit pa i-reset ang ating puso, kahit pa i-reformat ang ating feelings, talagang hindi na ma-retrieve dahil nakurap na ang files ng pagmamahal. Hindi akalain na virus na. Di akalain na mayroong wakas. Di akalain na wala pala forever.
Kung nais po ninyong magpadala ng balikbayang boxes o pera sa Pilipinas, subukan ang JNR LBC Mabuhay, ang hari ng padala. Mabilis, maaasahan at mapagkakatiwalaan. Meron silang 5 shipment bawat taon. Huwag kalilimutan ang mga minamahal natin sa Pilipinas. Tawagan lang po ang ating kababayan na si Vicky Lapus sa telepono 8258-7219 o sa mobile 0413-224-194 o bisitahin sila sa 73 Kings Road, Salisbury Downs. Tandaan, JNR LBC Mabuhay, ang hari ng padala.
And you're listening to Barkada Radio on 5VBI, and that last song was Walang Forever. So I guess nothing does last forever, doesn't it? Including marriages, potentially, depending where you live. Hey, we got a special panelist that came in, short notice.
Not special, I just came in a little late. Now, you guys have heard my voice before. It's me, Andrew, again.
You just came back from a cultural
event, yeah, language and culture events. The International Student Support hosts language and culture events every fortnight at Adelaide Uni. And if you're a student, you can come along. It's for free, and it's free dinner.
And that's how the Filipino Club got started.
Yes, last year around September, October.
September. It's a fun story, actually. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. How did you first meet?
It was an accidental, I would say, like an accidental meetup, actually. So Josephine Camper, who's now the interim president of the Adelaide University Filipino Club, she was about to enter the elevator when she heard me talk to one of her friends, one of the international peer mentor as well. And I said, I'm Filipino. And she leaped out of the lift just to say, you're Filipino, we're having a Filipino night, you want to be a student ambassador. So on the night, I didn't think there was going to be a lot of people that would show interest in the Filipino night at all. And I was surprised that we booked out that night, we had 150 students, which is the capacity. And I did meet Andrew there. We had Renzo as well, who's the current treasurer. So a few people. And from then on, I just thought, I was like, oh, why don't we have a Filipino representation in the university? So Joe and I kind of just joined forces to do all the the paperworks. And then 2 weeks later on, we have the inaugural general meeting where we had 25 people on.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And yeah, it was a massive achievement for starting up club.
Yeah.
And now I'm very proud to tell everyone that the club has grown, and I think they've hit 100 members now.
100 members. So from 25 to 100 in less than a year.
Yeah, that's a massive thing for them. So,
and that's just one uni.
That's only one uni. And if you're from UniSA and you're listening out there, we really encourage, for you guys to start one as well at UniSA, Flinders, or any other schools out there. And hopefully we could link together and make a bigger Filipino youth and student association that can really bring out the best of students here in South Australia.
It's really funny because I don't actually go to those events. That was the first ever language and cultural event that I went to, Filipino Night.
Filipino one.
Because they usually come out in the student email, and I disregard those things.
Yeah.
Until I was scrolling at one, I was really bored. I scrolled at one and I saw Filipino Night. I'm like, all right, how are they gonna mess up the adobo tonight?
And if they did mess it up,
it was not dark.
No, too much vinegar.
No, there's no vinegar.
There was no vinegar. There was no soy
How did they cook it then?
How was it then?
It was something.
It was
It wasn't
pale.
adobo. It wasn't adobo, but it was something.
There was no bay leaves. There was no pepper. It was. I'll tell you what.
That's the
Yeah.
main ingredients for adobo.
Yeah,
There was chicken.
there was chicken.
The main ingredient was there.
Because adobo's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty hard to get the
I don't know.
ingredients
Maybe
from.
like the chef saw that it was like the amount of soy sauce and thought it was a typo and removed 1 0 or like something. I don't know.
Wow. So that's what got everyone together complaining about the adobo?
Yeah,
What is this?
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
It like started out small, then all of a sudden Jan messaged me on like Facebook because we ran into each other again at Subway.
Yeah.
And he just said, "Oh, you're part of the committee now." I'm like, "Okay."
No, you were elected. Yeah, you were
No,
elected.
you were. I was not.
Yes, you were elected. But yeah, I guess it allowed a small group of Filipinos to really run the club, and yeah, it's great to know that hopefully in the next few years they'll still be going.
Yeah, it's quite healthy, I guess, because I don't know, it's not that long ago, but when I was going through uni, I was looking for that, and there wasn't anything there. And the closest thing there was international student group, but there was no Filipinos there.
I think the best thing that people could tell you is when they go to you and said, "Oh, there's a Filipino club now," and that's amazing because I don't feel Australian, I feel Filipino.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because now I could actually reconnect with my root now, and also relearn that culture that I've lost. And that's one of those really nice things that people would tell you. And it makes it
And I
worthwhile.
saw on the Instagram as well that you get all sorts of people going to events. It's not just Filipinos. You get interested.
Yeah, I think the best thing about it is that, you're trying to show people that Filipino culture can unite a different set of people. And it's not just about being Filipino. It's about the Filipino culture, which is being hospitable.
And we're very welcome to everyone. So everyone's
Yeah, I mean, at least 20 members of the club would be, Malaysian, Vietnamese, Chinese, Indian. It's such a diverse group, and I think that's the beauty of being a Filipino club. It's not exclusive. It's not exclusive just to Filipinos.
Yeah, that's the thing. I personally haven't seen the percentage of who's from where, but when you're at an event, it doesn't feel like it matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. You just have to make it. It's a Filipino vibe that you want to bring in, and that changes everything.
And Filipinos are so diverse in how they look anyway. So it'd be pretty hard to judge who's from where. A big part of the Filipino culture is watching telenovelas, isn't that right, Shai?
Yes.
Is there a particular telenovela that you liked, or?
Not at the moment, actually.
No? But the next song that you've got up comes from a telenovela, right?
Yeah, it's from, I remember it from when I was like 6 years old or something. And all the celebrities then were just kids as well. And now they're all grown up and everything.
Okay.
So it's basically about this group of orphan kids in the Philippines.
Okay. Yeah. So this song is basically the cast singing the song.
Pretty much.
So it's an older one?
Yeah.
Okay.
An old one.
All right. Well, this is from, what's it called? Crystal?
Crystal, yeah.
Crystal. All right. Let's give it a listen. Hope you like it. And I'm afraid that's all the time that we have for this week. Much appreciated, and thank you for listening. And we look forward to hearing from you next week. This is Juan Paolo, and on behalf of the team, we've got a big team go around the table.
Salamat sa lahat for listening. Bye.
I'll see you again next week, guys. Jan here.
Sai, si Yes. Paalam po, si May po ito.
It's Andrew. See you guys again.
We'll see you next week on Friday. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Mag-aanghel kaming walang
Nung isilang ka sa mundong ito, laking tuwa ng magulang mo, at ang kamay nilang iyong ilaw. At ang nanay at tatay mo'y di malaman ang gagawin, pinamasdan pati pagtulog mo. At sa gabi nagpupuyat ang iyong nanay sa pagtimpla ng gatas mo. At sa umaga na may talong ka ng iyong amang tuwang-tuwa sa'yo. Ngayon nga ay malaki ka na, nais mo'y maging malaya, di man sila payag, walang magagawa. Ikaw nga ay biglang nagbago, naging matigas ang iyong ulo, at ang payo nila'y sinuway mo. Di mo man lang inisip na ang kanilang ginagawa'y para sa'yo. Kat ang nais mo'y masunod ang layaw mo, di mo sila pinapansin.